Hi, welcome back to Hitter Glitch GM Corner. I'm Daniel.
I'm Scott.
I'm Alex.
I'm Tim.
This week, coming at you from Second Star Games, take a topic from the Tome of Topics. I will eventually get that right. If you have a question that you'd like to put in the tome, comment that down below. This week on...
We've got advice for running for new players.
GM running new players.
Yep. So how do you run a game for brand new players?
I throw them in the deep end and we sink or swim.
I would say
Did you push Natalie in a pool when she was younger?
Born.
No.
Doctor cut the umbilical and in she went. Hey, supposedly they actually know how to swim when they're born, and are pretty good at it.
Well, they've been basically swimming in
Yep.
Yeah.
a very small pool, but
for brand new players who have never played before, if you have all your plays are that, dungeon crawl. Don't bother with backgrounds really. I just think let them get used to first the mechanics. And then bring in, as the game continues, then bring in more and more and more and have them develop their characters over time.
see, and I would almost take the opposite approach. I would almost consider doing what you did, where you start them at basically level 0 with just a background and let them play that, and then go to level 1. Definitely start at low level and let them work their way up, so they're not starting at a high level and have to know all this stuff.
Yeah.
Let them learn it level by
the quicker they
level.
can get to going, like, have their character built and playing, the better.
Yes, which is where I was going to come back to.
Yeah.
Which is why I came up. Which is one of the reasons why I love the randomization stuff that I've come up with, the tables and everything that I have. Because, you're new to D&D. You can either say, here is a plethora of options for you to choose from.
Yeah. No.
Here's, is it 7 Races of the Player's Handbook? Roll those, and then here's all the classes, Xanathars. You can just do all this stuff, and then that person is just sort of like,
Yep. Overload. Tilt.
yeah,
I don't want to play this game. It's too complicated.
yeah. Or you say, here's a couple D10. Roll that. Okay, here's your background. Roll it again. Here's your race. Roll your stats. Do it in order. And now you have a character, and you're done in 10 minutes.
Yep.
The one thing I would caveat on that, I would almost let them put the stats where they want. I'm a fan of going in order and just building your character and see how it builds. But a lot of new players, especially now in my experience, are coming in with an expectation of having watched Lord of the Rings, having watched this, having watched that. They have an idea of what kind of character they want. And if their stats don't meet up with that, they're going to have a worse time.
Well, and that's almost the exact argument why I say they should. Because, they may have a concept in mind. If they don't know the game well enough, they don't know how to execute that concept.
Right.
And your first character is going to die, statistically, more than likely. Let it be that random ass thing that they didn't choose. Okay, you survived maybe to 3rd level and they finally died. Now that you understand what these stats mean, now that you understand what the skills do, now that you understand how everything flows, now we'll make your concept.
And I've actually done games too where our first game in a new system, the GM already had made the characters and basically had it all statted out, all figured out, all the map done, and was basically like, here's your 2 or 3 abilities you've got.
Yeah.
Here is, the characters pre-gen. Maybe he let us apply a bit of our own personality to it. I mean, either way, we're applying our personality, but maybe he gave us a couple. Here's kind of what this character's.
You have a couple customization options.
But you can describe what your character looks like.
Yeah.
Here's what they're equipped with, so you can decide what those things look like. But
Yeah.
you know, like
You decide the cosmetics.
and so you know, I did a game like that for the first game I played of Exalted was that way, and that was back in second edition. And I think that's also a really good way to do things. I don't know if that's better with more experienced character players that just haven't played the system, or whether that's also something that could be done with new players. It's not something I've really tried on that level.
Yeah. Having the characters ready to go is another way, and that's the same sort of thing as doing it random. The important thing is for that new player to not be inundated with choices, so that they're not overwhelmed. I mean, it's hard enough to get people to accept you can do anything.
Yeah, I really do think with new players having pre-gen characters and like just a one-shot story. That way they get used to the mechanics. They see, oh, that's how spellcasting works in this game.
Yeah.
That's how fighter guys work in this game. That's how ranged attackers work in this game. And you've built it up so they get to experience a little bit of everything. And now, now for our real campaign, let's actually build a character.
Yeah.
And they'll have an idea of, this is what I want to do in this game because I liked how that looked when we were playing it out.
Yeah. Yeah. And with the pre-gen character, you can also start that at a little higher level, because if you have everything on the sheet and it's there,
they don't have to worry about. It's not a bunch of options. It's just oh yeah, what was the AC on that character?
Yeah.
Oh, now they know where the AC is on their character sheet. How many hit points did you have? Okay, so you just lost 5. They write it down.
And also the benefit of starting them at a little higher level like that with the pre-gen is they're going to see the amount of stuff that has to go on a character sheet.
Yeah.
So that when they start their own, they know the right spell.
That too. Yeah.
Because I remember Natalie's first character that she made. I didn't do the pre-gen thing, and she was writing pretty big. She's like, I don't have any more room. It's like,
Here's another piece of paper.
yeah. But yeah. How do you guys do it? Comment below. If you have a question to add to the Toma topics, comment that, and we'll get to it in the future.